What is going on, guys? Triple C Gaming. I am back with EA Sports UFC 3. Getting some online matches in with Frankie Edgar. First match here facing Zabit. And I'm looking for the takedown. And man, he just gives it to me right there when whiffing on that kick. And the thing with Zabit, you have to be careful because he is dangerous everywhere. His stats are really good, but not insane. At least I don't think they are. I mean, but they're very, very great though. They're very good. They're up there. But he has every single move imaginable. So we go for that guillotine. Can we get this guillotine? I don't even know what Frankie's sub rating is. Man, did not pop up. And he makes the mistake of trying to immediately get up. Yeah, you don't want to do that. Block him there. And I was surprised Frankie didn't have the arm triangle from that position. I thought he won a match against, if I'm not mistaken, against Cub Swanson with an arm triangle. I want Frankie to have that move in the game. At least from half guard. I think that'd be a good submission for him to have. And now I'm stuck in the guard here. I'm glad he wanted to get up because you got to watch out for Zabit's rubber guard. He has, like I said, all the moves. He has all of them. Because it's kind of like pick your poison with Zabit, you know. You fight him on the feet. And he's going to, we block him there. He tried to get escape. Took him right back down. Got crucifix. Able to block it. Now let's see if we can do some damage here. Block him again. And yeah, he's in big trouble. And he had enough after he realized it wasn't worth it. We were able to get that one done quickly, but man, like I said, yeah, the beat's nasty in this game.
And he got the victory from ruthless, brutal ground and
And this is my first time ever using Frankie Edgar for some reason. Man, he's great. He has amazing stats. Like his stats are great, and he has boxing combos level 5. I mean, like I didn't even know that. I didn't know he had level. That's the highest you can have. Like only Nick has that. I don't even know if Nate has level 5, but I know Nick does. Like Andre Bishop has that. And probably a couple others, and that's it. So I wasn't aware that Frankie had that. So Frankie, you can stand with him. You know, he's fast. But of course, grappling too. You know, his top control game is great. And we're facing another Zabit player here. And this one's being a little more patient, not just throwing a kick crazily. So put a little pressure to see how he reacts. And this fight's a good lesson that you'll end up seeing here later in the match. But we'll get there. So, yeah, like I said, I'm looking for a takedown here. I'm going to stand up just a little bit with him. I'm looking for a takedown. I tried to pull back on that hook. I was too slow and ate the rest of that combo. That's a danger if, you know, sometimes using that head movement and mistiming it. You know, usually I like playing that. He whiffs on that kick. There it is. Usually I like playing the heavier weights where I can kind of see the, you know, when to pull my head back more. But these, you know, 145, you know, it's a pretty fast weight class. And Zabit's actually not one of the fastest guys in this division, although he's not slow. But sometimes you just mistime things. We're able to get stuck, but I do not want to punch him because I know Zabit has that. I'm pretty sure he has all the moves. He probably has that 2-level arm bar, and I do not want to get caught in that. So as much as I would have loved to have dropped ground and pound from there, I didn't. And now we're able to get side control. Couldn't block him. I went for that guillotine, but too slow on the draw. So now I'm just going to take my time here and try to find a time to take him back down. Dropping these knees to get a little grapple advantage, double under, see if I can't block him. We block him. Went for the body lock. I should have faked the back clinch, then did the body lock, but I didn't. We get the tie clinch though. Rock him with that elbow. And he is ready for my takedown. Good job on him. I should have done that right away. He goes for a choke though. I think a guillotine or anaconda. We escape. And now we're on top. I mean, we're cooking here. We're doing great. We're dominating. Controlling him very well. Dropping some decent ground and pound. He's able to get full guard.
Under 2 minutes to go in a back and forth first round here.
I try to posture. He blocks me. I block him.
he's now working from half guard.
Go back and take full mount.
90 seconds to go in round 1.
And there we are. We're beating up that block. Beating up the block and beating up his head. Try to soften him up here. I'm going to go ahead and let him have it. I'm like, there's only a minute left in the round. I'm not even going to try to fight it. I'm just going to let him have that. He can have it. Not a big deal. I go full guard. He already pre-blocking that way. I should have went backside because he pre-blocked that as fast as that denial came up. So it's like, you know what? Let's go ahead and stand. So return to our feet here. It's only 35 seconds, so I'm not going to do anything too crazy. Fake the takedown just to keep him off balance. Land a lead hook from the southpaw stance. And now he knows he's lost the round, so he's really trying to apply. He's applying pressure on me pretty good here. Watching for the guillotine, but he actually does the over-under there. And yeah, that's how the round ends. Good round for us. Very good round.
And here's a nice shot, lands perfect. Very exciting round.
So I was doing pretty good in the grappling department there. So I was thinking, like, I'm going to try to get him back to the ground if I get a chance. I'll stand a little bit with him here. Because, you know, Frankie in real life, he kind of does a mixture of boxing and wrestling. Slip straight him there. That's the only thing. Oh, and we drop him, man. We just let the combos keep going there. Drop a knee to the body. That Frankie's power is only like an 88. Oh, we duck under that. Hit him with a counter left hook. And I could have taken him down off that, but I was like, let's stand a little bit.
Well, he has landed some good shots tonight, Joe, but as yet he has been
And I'm starting to feel really confident here. I'm like, you know what? This guy's we're going to get him here soon.
has served to keep his opponent in this fight. So let's see if he can change up the tempo a little bit.
We rock him again. I'm not even going to look for the takedown just yet because he's trying to be ready for it. I was hoping he would drop his hand so I could get some shots on him, but he didn't. Spinning back kick. Yeah, Frankie has a spinning back kick in that one, too, through the head as well. I was kind of surprised by that. You can't combo it with a jab. But yeah, you can throw people off with that. And he also has a lead crane kick. I don't think I used it, though, in the fights I did. And see, when they're coming forward, 20%, their denial window shrunk by that when you throw a double leg takedown. So perfect timing on that takedown. And I'm getting very complacent though, a little bit on my fakes and not just staying there more or faking even more. I go into stack guard, but like I said, I don't want to drop any ground and pound because and he's not even trying to do anything if you notice because he wants to probably catch me in that arm bar. He tries to sprawl out. I know Sabit has full guard too, so I'm trying to watch for that as well. But he's able to get half guard back. I tried to posture, but that was a very, very slow transition. I was surprised how slow that was.
Oh, nice work as he delivers the elbow there from the bottom.
There's another elbow.
Oh, man, that cut not in a good place. It's not getting any better.
And yeah, like I said, I'm starting to get very repetitive with my fakes. See, and look at that. I'm just kind of like being stupid there. I'm getting impatient. But if he would have done something a little bit better, he probably could have swept me there. But, you know, that one's a very slow one to see. I go back into stacker because I just want to pass. He tries to, well, he fakes doing it. Then he actually does it, but we block him there. I know Zabit has that move. Like I said, if you think Zabit, not sure if he has it, just assume he has it. He has everything. And look at that. I just, no respect. I don't know why I didn't start faking more, taking my time more, just sitting there for a little bit. And I don't know how I didn't block that, but I didn't block it. And I don't know where my stamina is at, but these gates are moving fairly slow. So I'm like, wow, these gates are going slow. But we escape. And somehow he gets it a second time. And I was laughing at this because I was like, I know I blocked it the second time for sure. Like, that Kimura is very, even with no stamina, which I don't think I had no stamina, but, you know, it happens either way. So I'm like, wow. And I really thought I was going to escape here. Now I started getting a little nervous after about the third stage here. And I'm like, oh my goodness, is he going to get me here? We nearly escaped there, but he stops us. And he gets me. You know, hats off to him. We were dominating that fight. We were winning that fight, and I got a little just very repetitive in my fakes, and just in too much of a rush to transition. And that's what can happen. You know, don't take stuff for granted just because you're winning the fight. And you've got some rocks and you're controlling them on the ground. You know, and that was my fault there. Like I said, I thought I blocked the Kimura attempt, but I mean, I'm not gonna. You know, it is what it is. Obviously, I didn't, but 2 times in a row at that. And the second one, yeah, those gates were moving slow. So I'm thinking like when he probably reversed me, my stamina must have got fairly low there. Because I think Frankie does have high submission defense. But props to that guy, you know. And here we're facing Conor McGregor. I showed that fight too because I wanted to show don't get cocky, don't get overconfident. Don't get repetitive with your stuff too. But man, he goes for that kick and we take him down right away here. And he's just punching, so I'm going to let's go ahead and posture up. Dropping some big ground and pound here. I'm going to let him have it. And I was very surprised that he didn't get straight up to his feet after that. I was like, wow, okay, cool. I'm fine with this. And he tries to get up. Yeah, we just blocked one of his transitions. You don't want to immediately transition again, especially to get up right away like that.
And Frankie just has massive pressure on him.
Go ahead and take that side control. Let my stamina recover. I'm not sure where it's at.
Elbow to the head.
And Frankie does have Marathoner level 5, which his stamina regenerates by like 9% or something while he's moving. I think this is only on the feet though, but still, his cardio is insane in here in UFC 3. Go ahead and take stack guard. I know Connor has a sweep, and somehow he got it. I pressed down. Was it this match or the next one where, like, if you notice, it might have been the next match though, where some of the, when you're doing transitions, you'll see it stick, and I'm like, why is it doing that? It was really weird. I don't know if it didn't feel laggy, but it was acting up. Good block by him, but we block him. We block his get up. I think he was trying to get up. He's really got to stop trying to get up. We block his side control there. And Frankie didn't have a rear naked choke. Otherwise, I was going to go for the choke.
He's working from full mount again.
So, drop some ground and pound.
Big punch from the top. He's posturing up here.
Block him again. And yeah, I'm like, man, his stamina is probably pretty bad here. We're just dropping. Look at that, another block, man. He can't get out of here. He needs to give up his back. He finally gets an arm trap catch on me. I decided to go ahead and get out of it. Usually I let him have that, but I'm like, he's so beat up right now. Very nice job trying to use that fence, but I was ready for it. And now I know his stamina is dead right there, so I'm like, let's go for it. I know Frankie probably wouldn't ever do this in real life. You know, he wouldn't drop to his back from a dominant position to get to go for an arm bar, but I was like, let's try it. Also wanted a little redemption from that last fight since I got submitted. This isn't the same person or anything, but I was like, see if we can get a sub after we just got subbed. And there it is, we got it. That felt good. Just did good ground control there. Steady ground and pound. Got him with that arm bar. Able to block those transitions. And there it is. All right, next one here, guys. We're facing another Connor player, just like the first 2 fights. So it's both beat players, 2 Connor players. And so I thought he wanted to do an honorable bow. He's trying to touch gloves, but then he taunts me. So I'm like, oh, okay. Because it looked like he wanted to touch gloves, so I tried to touch gloves, and he started to do the bow. So I was like, okay, let me bow. Then he threw a taunt out at us there. And I tried to stay. That was dumb of me. I tried to stand toe to toe with Connor, with Frankie. Even though Frankie has fast hands, it's Conor McGregor in this game. I laughed at myself. I said I deserve that. Lesson learned. Lesson learned. I faked the takedown just to keep him off balance. And I'm gonna stand here a little bit with him. I meant to fake that. This is the match where some of the transitions would stick. If you'll be able to notice it, like when you see the transition bar, is really weird. He's able to get the over-under on us. I keep thinking I'm going to go for that guillotine. Go and get that tie clinch. He fakes. I'm watching what he's going to do. I'm watching for the break mostly, but I see Frankie has that inside trip. Catch him off guard with it. And so what you got to do with Connor, man, you know, when you're using Frankie, you got to take him down and wear on him a little bit, beat him up. Frustrate the person you're playing to with this. Block him. Now it's time to drop some ground and pound. Just like the last fight with Connor, where we beat up that block from mount here. See, now I'm not just transitioning like that last fight where I lost. We're taking our time here first. When I saw him just crazily pressing the button, punching me, I knew he wasn't going to be able to block the transition, so I went for it there. He catches my elbow, but I go ahead and block this one. Like I said, sometimes I let the guys just have it, but Frankie doesn't really have any cool submissions off his back. I think just the guillotine, and that's very slow submission. Now, if I was like Brian Ortega or, you know, someone, of course, I would let him have that all day. Get the side control. Like I said it before in UFC too, I used to catch people like that. We get the crucifix here. I would punch people from top mount, like with Habib, and they would arm trap me, and I would let them have it. And then just because their stamina is low, they eat a lot of stamina getting that top mount sweep from the arm trap, and then go for that triangle choke. Because if they didn't block it, you know, they were gonna get subbed most of the time. And you can kind of do the same thing here. And now he's in trouble. We were blocking. He tries to fake, but we're on it.
Big elbow there. 30 seconds now to go in the round.
He's trying, man. I'll give him that. And I'm thinking like 1 or 2 more elbows. This is going to put him out. Can we do it in time? There's going to be 10 seconds left to go. No, he arm traps, escape out of there. That was very nice. He managed to get that arm trap. He was probably literally 1 or 2 elbows away from being done there. Very good arm trap by him. Yeah, it's kind of weird that you can arm trap from that position, but you can. And when you, like if someone's about to throw a strike and you, it's just like an arm trap from full mount or wherever, from any position on the ground when you're dropping ground and pound postured up. You can do it from crucifix as well. I didn't want to touch his glove because I thought he was going to fake glove touch me after he taunted. Now, I could have easily taken him down there, but I was like, you know what? I'm going to stand a little bit. Because I know his block damage is messed up. And his head health is damaged too from all the ground and pound he took. So I'm like, let's stand a little bit. And if I get in trouble, I can always, you know, go back to the wrestling. And see, there we go. I tried to brawl too much there, and I get caught with a few strikes. I don't know why I kept doing that. We slip him there. Hit him with that hook. Nice job by him. I thought that was going to my body. That's a nice little move. I didn't know Connor had that. I was trying to do a little sidestep there, but I mistimed it. I was trying to, I don't know if I really went, you know what, that takedown was delayed. I went to fake it and it never came out, and it came out a second later. This was the match where it did start sticking here. It might have done it in the first round, I'm not sure. I've had that happen very rarely. I think 1 or 2 other times where the transitions kind of acted up like that. Like the match wasn't laggy, but the transition things just acted weird, or the inputs come out delayed sometimes. Good slip by him there. Oh, but that uppercut rocks him. And I said, you know what? Back down. We're able to get that crucifix once again. Couldn't block him though. Good arm, man. He's good at the arm traps. And since I didn't transition right away, I can't try to transition now because it's broken. He will, no matter what I do, he will be able to block that transition. You have all day to block that transition if I want to go backside. So I have no choice but to just drop. I can go for a submission, but I don't really want to. So I'm just going to drop ground and pound till the ref stands us up. So once someone gets into that position, you have about a second to go backside if you want to go backside. I mean, you can throw some fakes though. That is true. You could do that, but if you don't react in that quick second, once you get that sprawl position, you lose all the grapple advantage. And they have, like I said, they literally have all day to block that. Well, not literally, but you know what I mean. It's a gigantic window. I'm trying to. That's where the takedowns were acting up for me too. We rock him again though. Drop him there. I'm just letting the hands go right there with Frankie. Now we're going to go for the driving takedown to the fence. High body lock, take him back down. Mixture of striking and grappling. See, and since I tried to do it, but I might have even been a little slow. And so now he blocks it again, so now I just got to drop ground and pound here. But that's fine. You know, we get to wear on his body somewhere. Do a little body. This does do body damage, too. Spin to the body. And, oh, man, he leaned right into that. He went for an empty slip straight. And as he did that, we threw that spinning kick to the head. His head health was already damaged very badly from all the ground and pound and punches and knockdowns he took in that round too. And that was it. Look at that. Oh. And that was a nice one, guys. But that's Frankie Edgar right there. You know, he feels great out. Definitely going to be getting some more fights in with him for sure. But that's going to do it for this one. I appreciate y'all watching, guys. Until next time, stay cool, calm, and collected. Peace.
Well, hard to perform much better than he did tonight. A huge knockout under the lights. They'll be talking about that one for some time. We get the official decision from Bruce.